and he's never recovered, it's never recovered. He gets.
Put it in the minutes. You heard him say.
Hey, it's not 7:30. Nice try, my friend. Now then. Wait for Bill.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alright, give me a second. I raised from Cub Scouts. I know the phone's off. We're good.
Okay. Navarre? Here. Toma? Here. Larner?
Here.
Wenzel?
Here.
And Beaky? Here.
Okay, before we start, we need to, before we get to the approval agenda, we have to adjust minutes from the last meeting.
Okay.
You had Hoover as being here and he wasn't here. So,
Also, I got it.
it's one or just two? One or two?
Hoover was absent, and at the end, who made the motion for adjournment and seconded was incorrect. Sean made the motion to adjourn, and Phil seconded that. So those are the two changes that need to make the last meeting's minutes. Also, before we're done, also, items for action, letter C. You can tell I copied and pasted. It's financial year 2025 and 2026 budget is, we're setting, but that's on the agenda. So, letter C under items for action, set budget hearing for financial year 2025 and 2026 budget. The ones that were printed today might say it correctly. The ones I sent out on Friday say it incorrectly. Okay. Depending on which version you have.
Whatever version you have.
Either right or wrong.
Okay.
Some are correct and some are not.
So mine are incorrect. The original ones I sent out, but I fixed it online and in those ones. So. All right. Good.
All right. Presidential statement. I want to wish Mr. Hoover a fast and speedy recovery since he decided to break his leg while skiing.
Oh.
He could just get out of surgery, everything went well.
There you go. I don't need any more pictures. Text to me.
No.
I know it had something else, but we need some good news. I sent Tommy a video today. 3 otters were playing down in the river and just above the bridge today. Somebody recorded it. So that was really cool. And I won $50 to the Oskonia Island. That's happy for me. I don't know about anybody else, but so we need a motion for approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported for the approval of tonight's agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against? On we go. Public statement regarding current agenda items only, limited to 3 minutes. Questions for the board will be recorded and may be answered in the following meeting, ensuring that council members have the time to confirm the accuracy of any answer. This shall not be interpreted as a means to initiate dialogue or debate. Anything about tonight's agenda? On to the consent agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion's been made. Supported to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against? So moved. Unfinished business, none. New business, items for introduction, OHM, SRTS proposal.
Nolan, if you want to hop up at the podium here. Everybody, this is Nolan Faceto, who's been in here 100 times with us. He works with OHM. And this is their proposal for the Safe Routes to School project that we will be starting March 1st, right?
Yes,
We'll be starting the engineering March 1st. That was included in the packet, the proposal. So you all should have seen it. But Nolan, if you want to.
Yeah, so the Safe Routes to School program, Village was awarded $800,000 for construction of sidewalks, crosswalk improvements, and crosswalk creation in 4 different locations around town. These are to encourage, non-motorized transport for children to get to school, so walking, biking, rollerblading, whatever it may be. Our proposal is to do the engineering design of this work, it'll follow the MDOT, LAP schedule timeframe, so we'd be starting in March, and then, ideally this goes out to bid later this year, December timeframe, and then the construction would be, June 2026 starting. Additionally, with this work, we're using it as an opportunity to do utility and road improvements. There's water main on East Broad Street is parallel to one of the sidewalk projects, and it is in need to be upsized. It's currently 4 inch. We're proposing to upsize it to 12 inch as part of this project. Additionally, we will be doing a road rehabilitation project on East Hampton, going from North Main Street out to Zion Lutheran. That is also parallel to one of the sidewalk projects, so we figured there would be an efficiency to include those projects. From budgetary standpoint, you're not paying, or you're already doing survey out there, you're already doing restoration, as part of the Safe Routes program. Those would be efficiencies to an existing need.
Is Hampton a mill and fill? Is that what the 3 inches is considered?
It's a crushing shape, not how. It is a crushing shape.
Okay.
Yeah. So similar to other road projects we've done around town, they come in, they'll grind the road down, reshape it, get grade back to it, and then pave over top of it.
They'll do the quarter samples and see how thick everything is first.
Yeah.
Because we're doing one of the sidewalks down the subdivision for the Safe Routes to School, right?
Correct. We'll be replacing the entirety of the sidewalk on the north side of Hampton, and that's to get kids, we'll be doing sidewalk from Cole Park all the way up to Hampton and along the north side of Hampton.
I have an partial question. So if we're looking for 26 construction for this, would it be possible to potentially budget for the offshoots of Hampton for 26 rehab as well, road-wise? Would it make sense to do?
I can check on map real quick to see. We have the Pacer rating map, and I can bring that up fairly quickly here. But there is potential. There's other work, road work and utility work that overlap that we've talked about. With upsizing water mains that are needed around town.
Because I can't. It's not Andres is the short one. Can't think of the Abington. Yeah. I mean, financially, would it make sense to potentially plan for that as our own project? Would it make, to your point, if we're going to be, paying for surveys and things already, would it make financial sense to potentially try to budget Abington at that same time?
That would be outside of the project limits.
Agreed.
So your efficiencies with doing Hampton are the survey and the restoration because they're
Okay.
parallel to the sidewalk work there.
You have to separately survey and do
When we
restoration.
talk about this in
Fair
the
enough.
structure, we vote.
Yep. Yeah.
You weren't here though.
No, I admitted
You're
it.
all
I wanted to, but
No, we tried to combine, we're trying to combine the safe route with this.
The big savings is survey and restoration.
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Which would not happen for Abington in this project.
Okay. All right. I guess that's the simple answer to what I was thinking.
So then outside of safe routes, to find an efficiency, you want to find other areas that need utility work.
Yeah.
And then that restoration and surveying and things like that is already done.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm on board now.
So a long answer to your third question is no.
Yeah.
No. What do you want to say?
So, I know there was a committee for the safe route for schools. Did they have a chance to overlook the final plan?
Yes.
They did.
Well-
They had no.
Is this,
We haven't shared with the committee, being the schools, with the water main and the hand.
No, I understand.
Yeah, but they are aware of the final plan that we submitted to MDOT for Safe Routes to School.
They were all good with, principal and everything were.
and yes, as far as I know, but when it comes to the safe route stuff, the state really is going to set what we can and can't, the work that needs to be done.
Yeah, but Mike McGough was instrumental in coming up with a plan, and they're all aware and on board.
No, the biggest thing I had asked of him before the meeting was try to make sure we can get some lighting for that, for Fourth Street, North Fourth Street, by that crosswalk in the high school, see if we can get something to brighten that area up.
Do we have a price on that?
We put a light up already, but if we need more lighting.
Cause even right now, it's still dark.
I thought that took care of it. You didn't take care of it?
It might
We
be,
need another one down there.
Or maybe we need another one, yeah.
either way, just exploring, making sure, I guess it's, while we're here, making sure we're exploring the avenues. Cause Tom's already said putting a light up is cheaper than taking one away.
Add to the light down there,
Yeah, oh yeah. So that was the only thing I'd ask, is just make sure we double check the lighting of the crosswalk in that area.
So what do we need? Do we need a,
We need a
Make a
motion,
motion to-
we need a motion to let no one go to work.
Motion to accept the proposal, yeah.
I make a motion to accept the safe route OHM proposed?
Been motion made and supported for the OHM Safe Routes to School proposal. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you.
B, items for action. Lions Club requests to use Showboat Park for April 19th Easter egg hunts.
They're not here tonight, but they do an Easter egg hunt every year and would like to use the park again for it. April 19th.
Motion to approve the Lions Club request for April 19th for their Easter egg hunt at Showboat Park.
Support.
Motion's been made and supported for the Lions Club to use Showboat Park on April 19th for their Easter egg hunt. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved. Pintown is requesting to close part of Saginaw Street and Pine Street for an event. Doesn't have a date, but.
Lindsay's here from Pintown.
Hi.
Lindsay, do you want to come up to the podium and let us know what you want to do here?
So it's called The Ball. It's, oh my goodness, what? Pretty much it's in honor of Disney, everyone loving Disney. It's called The Ball, May 3rd. The event starts at noon, it's until 3. Right before the alley on, I want to do right before the alley to Pine. And then from Pine to Front. So it's like an L if you're looking out from Pintown. So I know we'd have to ask Easton's permission, which I will. But the goal to that is that Owasso Speedway drivers, in honor of the movie Cars, would like to come and place their cars there. So I'm hoping that the Pine to Front, we can put the Lodi trucks, and then we can use the space in front of the public house that will be opening up soon to do this event, to bring in more people from out of town as well.
What time did you say into?
Noon to 3 is the event starting.
And Maynard the Rec Room will be there.
Any questions? Concerns?
I'm getting there, hang on.
Yeah.
Alright, well, yeah, we need a motion for this.
Make a motion to let Pintown close part of Saginaw and Pine Street May 3rd for their Disney Ball.
Time?
Noon to 3 p.m.
Second.
Sorry, change that to 10 to 5%.
Thank you.
There we go, yeah.
And then it would 10 to 5 p.m.
Second.
Motion's been made to allow Pintown to close part of Saginaw Street and Pine Street for the ball event from 10 to 5 on May 3rd. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So be it.
Thank you. We're good to go, Lindsay. Thank you.
Letter C, set the budget hearing for 2025-26 budget on February 18th.
Need somebody to set a public hearing, and then the budget will be posted in the office here if anybody wants to come look at it. For the next 2 weeks, then we'll go over it on February 18th.
That's far enough away.
It is.
Dumb question. Should we put it on there?
Yeah, yep, we're good.
Make a motion to set the budget hearing for the 2025-26, February 18th.
Support.
Been a motion to set the budget hearing for fiscal year 25-26, the budget hearing on February 18th. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So be it. D, set a public hearing for ORV ordinance amendment on March 4th, 2025.
We've talked about issues that we're having with ORVs and golf carts. We have an amendment ordinance, that would require registration for people who have ORVs and golf carts. That's one of the amendments to this plan. Again, it would be posted until March 4th for people to look at. But the goal of this is that if people are, 90% of the people out there are doing it correctly, but the 10% that are operating it incorrectly, it would be recourse for that, and it's difficult to do that now. Once they are registered, it will be easier for us to hate to use the word punish, but educate on how we can do this more safely. Thank you.
Where, I know it's probably been said, but where's the fee gonna be going to, what is it gonna?
The registration fee is going to be $10.
Yeah, but I mean, what is it gonna,
Pay for the sticker. I mean, this is not a money
I
making.
mean, where's the money going?
50% was road maintenance and 50% was police training. I believe is what I just read it, I think that's what the ordinance states is, the money will be split 50-50 with village streets and then officer training.
There won't be a bunch of money
No.
for that, yeah. We tried to make it as cheap as possible, because the goal isn't to make money here, it's to get it, it's to operate safely, that's the goal here, so. Once we pay for the stickers and, the time for the officers to do this, they'll be very low.
So we're gonna run this in the paper in a couple weeks.
Get rid of the hood surfers and the roof surfers, and the 20 kids per golf cart. Make a motion to set a public hearing for the ORV ordinance amendment on March 4th.
Motion is made and supported to set public hearing for ORV ordinance amendment for March 4th, 2025. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So be it. Committee reports, infrastructure.
We had a meeting, Dylan went over a lot of it. Some of the streets that we talked about was retaining wall on, Canal Street, that's by the substation there.
Yep, that's
And then replacing the Chapman Lift Station, and eliminating Broad Street Station, and upgrading Line Street Station, that's been all on hold. These are his notes, so. But, he did have a picture of the map that we had for the facer rating, it shows the good, bad, and everything else. So, next meeting, we'll go over that to see what we can do with, different roads, like Dylan said that we got a lot of work to do in a lot of these streets and that.
Just to clarify, we're looking at upgrading the Chapman Street pump station and the Line Street pump station. We'll have to figure out other ways to go about that. Those are the two, right?
Brady Street,
Oh, sorry.
Brady Street and Lime Street. We've drilled down on what Lime Street needs. Some of the infrastructure is dated, original construction, so has exceeded its useful life. The Brady Street pump station we've removed from that, as most of that is, I would consider it newer. And the project we were proposing was for safety, being able to access the equipment and get it in and out of there, for the DPW guys safer.
Currently, you have to go down and.
Yeah, you have to go down into a confined space, remove the equipment, and then hoist it out of a shaft. Being the equipment's newer and there's things we can do to improve safety, we've eliminated that from the project.
And the changes we've made in the long run, with a $4 million difference or something like that.
Yes.
Compared to what was proposed to what we can do, it's about $4 million difference, so, which is quite a chunk of money.
Alright. Finance and admin. No.
We did have a meeting,
Oh, yeah.
and it just ran over the budget,
The budget.
which will be posted tomorrow for everybody to look at.
Alright, that's what we did. Public safety?
We don't have a meeting, we had some interviews, I think Tom has announced.
Don't steal my thunder, but we'll do that during the administrator report.
DDA?
Next meeting is the 12th.
Chamber?
There was a meeting, but Matt was there, and I was not there. He cannot speak for the village well.
Well, he's happy right now.
Right.
Planning commission?
We had a meeting, we finished the, master plan finally. Terry and Fran, thank you for your help on the master plan. Your name has made it into the book. Yeah, you're also in there. Thank you for your help on it. Denise, thank you for your help on it.
Why does Brian get confused?
What's that?
Why does Brian get confused?
You're also in there.
I know.
Their names are all in here. We're just about finished, so I got a few last minute changes, but I appreciate everybody's help on it. It's been quite an effort, so thank you to everybody. And I've added your names to it because you guys were helpful to the process. So you are now going down in history as being helpful.
Or
To blame. So thank you for your help. I really do appreciate it. Yaz, I don't remember you being there during the meeting, but somebody said you were, so your name got put in it. That's all it takes.
She was.
Okay. Well.
If not physically in spirit.
So thank you for your help as well for that. And then we'll have a meeting next month. Well, this month, I guess. Just make sure everything's finalized, and then it will be presented to council. So.
Public hearing and presented.
I always forget something. Public hearing and then presented, yes.
airport?
They had their Christmas party on the 25th at the Junction of Hope. Food was good, small turnout. They didn't have their election, so I was surprised. I'm not sure who new leadership is going to be. I know Mr. Carlett is retired. And Rad still has the intentions of trying to figure out the hangars and things because he's really excited for the grants that he's going to be eligible for if he can just get a couple more N numbers floating around that airport. So.
Some of us had to coach in Spanish.
Oh, and by the way, yes, you were missed.
Would have rather been there.
Well, I told them about your good deeds, and so they were proud.
Fire board?
I had 6 runs, bringing a total of 16 to date. Couple of those was CO detectors that was bad, so make sure you check those. Check your batteries in them and that. This past Sunday and Monday was bloodborne pathogen training for the fire department. It was mandatory. On February 25th, there's a group of us from the fire department going to the Horizon Center in Saginaw. It's put on by the energy companies that runs pipelines through Michigan. And they'll put on a class, and in that class, they split up the groups, and then give a scenario about, okay, what happens if this here, and you got the schools over here, what do you do? It's a plan out thing, and you gotta go through the whole thing. It's really good. The biggest thing is what they first say is, before you dig, call Miss Dig. Is they even putting a shovel in the ground and that. It's a real good class. This Thursday and Friday is blood drive at the fire department, and the next fire board meeting is February 12th at 6 o'clock.
Task force?
We had a meeting on January 28th. Library reported that there's a teen activity February 18th from 3:30 to 5, teen knitting. February 22nd would be Dungeons and Dragons.
I expect to see you there, Rod.
There you go.
Big Dungeons and Dragons guy.
The library's raising funds right now for a new AED. They're taking donations. The fair reported that the fair next year will be from July 29th to August 2nd. The pricing will be the same. Tuesday will be, for their main event, will be an old gas tractor. I don't know what they were doing with the old gas tractor. But Wednesday will be a big tractor pull. Thursday will be motocross. Friday, demolition derby. Education reported a new board member, Marcy Vogler. They now have 2 resource officers working the schools, and their main project for the bond this year is the parking lot, the sidewalks, and the security entrance in the back of the high school. And hopefully everybody will see a lower tax bill for the bond. Township, now entering tax season, the Board of Review will be in March. If anybody needs to complain about their tax bill, contact the township and set up an appointment for the Board of Reviews.
You want to say that again? Just so I'm just. But I cannot.
Township taxes, I should say. And that's about it. Oh, and Friends of the Shiawassee, the signs will be going up this spring on the river, the mile markers. So, yep. And that's it.
We have 3 in the village, 3 mile markers in the village, and I think 5 in the township, so.
Alright, Parks Committee?
That'll be.
Okay, public statement, any topic, questions for the board will be recorded and may be answered at the following meeting. Ensuring the council members have the time to confirm the accuracy of any answer. This shall not be interpreted as a means to initiate dialogue or debate. I didn't need this, there's 2 names on here. Fran?
I'm just curious if you will be discussing the marijuana work session, if, all licenses have been paid by the end of January, like they were, it's supposed to be in the ordinance.
Let's say 3 away, Fran.
We can talk about it, yes.
That's what I'm asking, are you gonna be discussing it?
Yeah. Wait, Fran, you done?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait.
One other thing. I've noticed recently that, and I know it's been very windy, but all the green barrier fencing has been blowing down along Eden Way. Lots of open fencing out that way.
I had made calls on all those guys to get it repaired, and recommended that they talk to TriMet, who's been pretty successful recently with their fence screening, and so they have been reaching out to TriMet to figure out what they're doing as a best practice to keep their screening up. So I have been working
And I
with
know
them.
we've had extreme winds, but
They still need to keep it up. I told them it's not an excuse. So, but they're working on figuring out a best way to do it, because TriMet's been successful. And TriMet actually even called me on it, offering to help other people, so.
thank you.
Alright.
Nothing like tonight.
Alright, any council member statements? On any topic, other than sidewalks from Sean?
Sidewalks. I know the devastating news this morning from Lippert. Has anybody reached out to them to see if we can help in any way of them staying in the village or anything?
I've not, I believe that decision has been made.
Is that lease, are they leasing the building?
It's still under Hare, but I don't know who owns it. I don't know, I
Last time,
believe Hare still owns the building.
last time you were here, and I think their headquarters is in California.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, California owns those buildings.
I didn't think they owned the building, they were leasing out there.
Lippert
right?
Police is correct. Okay.
I mean, would it hurt us to contact them to see if we can maybe persuade or anything we can help with?
I talked to the plant manager, but, I mean, it was not his decision.
No.
obviously.
Corporate?
I can absolutely call him.
No, I'm just trying to see if we can help in any way.
Right.
I mean, it's not just them gonna be the people doing it, there's gonna be a lot of businesses gonna hurt in town too, so.
Village staff report. You're up, Mr. Administrator.
Well, thank you. When it comes to Lippert, I did reach out to Saginaw Future, who they work within Saginaw County to help attract businesses and things like that. To get them working on ways that we can help the employees that are gonna lose their jobs at Lippert, find work elsewhere. There are people in there with years of manufacturing experience, and that is a sought after employee right now. So, especially with the Corning project in Hemlock, not too far away. Opportunity there. Also talking about what they can do to bring back or bring a business in to replace those spaces. So with this news coming just yesterday, it's obviously pretty early though to figure all that out. But we've at least got started on it. We had a water main break on East Broad Street last week, and if you noticed on your way driving here, the swimming pool out here, on North Front Street. Just a big thanks to Mark Schultz and the DPW for all their hard work on trying to maintain those water main breaks. This one will be hopefully fixed tomorrow is the goal. We will need to bring in some help for that.
Anybody lose water tonight over there?
Nope, it should flow all night, no problems. Today, Nolan and I and Josh Riggai from OHM sat down and we had our bid acceptance for the TMF grant work. That grant is for service line material identification. We'll be looking at over 600 homes in the village. It's hydro excavation work to find out what their service line material is made out of. We have 5 bids.
Yes.
And we're gonna look over the bids, and we had one that was pretty attractive, and we just gotta make sure that it covers what we need. So, was there anything else anybody wanted me to talk about? Monica Love?
Why are you telling Mike like that?
I'm just joking. We did hire a new police chief today. We had just about 20 resumes. We did 6 interviews. And decided to hire Troy Meter from Chesaning. Graduated from Chesaning, kids went here. His first day will be February 10th. Troy's been a police officer for over 25 years. 23 of those years was with the Michigan State Police, who he retired from the Michigan State Police. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, but he's continued to work since then. To go along with this experience, Troy brings an extensive list of specialized training and knowledge to the village in Chesaning that I believe is going to be a huge benefit to the residents of our town. We had some unbelievable candidates for this, so it wasn't, we weren't lacking great chief candidates, which is a great problem to have. I think Troy was the home run, knockout, absolute hire for this, and I'm very excited for him to get started. So, if you know Troy, shoot him a text and say congrats. He's ready to get to work, but he signed a contract today.
What did you say the start date was?
Monday the 10th.
Good, that's it?
Yep.
Because you're gonna be up again for
I'm
Frank.
ready for it. I have to check. My list, I believe everybody is paid except for one place, but I've not been able to get a hold of them, so I don't know what their status is right now. But once I get a hold of them, I'll know more. But I have 2 calls into them and have not been returned. But beyond that, taxes have been paid by everybody. Filtration. There were 2 facilities that needed to add some filtration to some drying barns. One of them has done it, but it's not been checked yet, so they don't have license issued yet. The other one was waiting on a part to get theirs in, so they haven't been issued, but they have been paid. They won't get them until it's done. And Rob Kehoe goes and inspects them. Everybody was more than helpful and willing to work to add these carbon filters to their system, so
When is Rob's scheduled first report to council?
We can do whatever.
Wasn't it quarterly?
He was inspecting quarterly.
Inspector, okay,
There's nothing about reporting,
gotcha.
other than to me. But
Oh, that's fair.
I just have to, there's one facility that, maybe I have a wrong number or something, I just can't get a hold of it, so.
No,
But we've been in the building and the filtration is correct. It's the license fees I don't have yet.
the important thing, I mean, whether Rob reports he doesn't, that's the important thing, he's in verifying and visualizing, I mean, he's checking all of those.
Are we up or down on licenses this
Way
year? Way down?
Yeah.
How many do you think?
I say way down. I $60,000 worth, so, 38, 20. Stop yelling numbers in my face. 12. I think it's 12.
12 licenses?
Yeah, that's fair. 12.
$5 grand a piece,
$60,000.
at $5 grand a piece.
It's 12. I thought it was an analog clock. So yeah, so like about, and it might be 50 or 60, but yeah, 10 or 12.
So the one that's outstanding that you're trying to get a hold of.
Yep.
I thought the ordinance changed to make that stricter, that they don't have a lapse in time any longer. They lose their license.
And, I mean, as far as getting their license, they still have their special use permit, unless it sits dormant for a year. The thing is taxes, they're not being issued licenses until taxes are paid. But they wouldn't, I would have to read it again, but I don't recall it saying you lose a license if you don't pay by January 31st.
And then if taxes are not paid, then they just don't, what happens to them at that point?
They're not issued a village license, and I will not sign an attestation to the state saying that they're in compliance, and then they won't have a state license either. This is not me tooting my own horn here, so please don't take it like this, but we've gotten a lot of taxes paid at the township level as well. And Kathy Gross and I have worked together really well to get these done. So they're responding correctly to these facilities, which has been good because things are getting paid, and that's, if we're gonna do this, we need the money. So, I mean, that's the benefit of it, right? So everybody's paying up, everybody's been responsive, it's been a positive experience. People that needed filtration have added filtration, or are in the works of adding it. There's been no pushback. It's gone really well. So, with the exception of the one, I don't know what happened, but a changed number or a changed manager or something. I just have to figure out who it is. But that's all I got.
Good.
Yep.
Motion adjourned.
Support. I'm gonna give that.
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here, so. Motion's been made to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Yes? Good. 8:07.
8:07.
Hoover's not here today. So.